Hi, good morning, class. How is everybody today? Good, good. We'll just take a couple minutes because I know that some of the students in this class come in a couple minutes. So while we're waiting for everybody in our breakout room, would someone like to tell us about what maybe they did this weekend or something that they accomplished? Maybe you drew something fantastic or you did something awesome and had a great time. So does anybody want to share? All right, perfect. Well, as you all know, this is our last read aloud and sketching session, for at least for the moment. And I have something really exciting planned today. We've kind of started the week with drawing human figures using ovals and shapes like ovals and circles. And then we went into drawing cartoon characters. And now we're going to try something a little bit different, but I think everybody is ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but we're all going to be trying. But first, I want to read our story. So our story today is a book called Ginger. Now, this book was written in 1997, and it was written by Charlotte Voake. And do you see any other name on here other than this one right here? No. So what does that mean? What does that imply? Yeah, so Charlotte Voake is actually the writer and the illustrator of this book, just like I know all of you are the authors and illustrators of your own stories. So we're going to get started. Ginger. Here's Ginger, and I wonder who this is. So this dedication page says it is to Ginger, Odie, and Diggy. And I like to read dedication pages because it makes you start to wonder when you write a book, who would you dedicate your book to? And I wonder if these are maybe pets that she had when she was a child, or maybe they're pets that she has now, or they might even be nicknames for people that she is close to. All right, Ginger by Charlotte Voake. Ginger was a lucky cat. He lived with a little girl who made him delicious meals and gave him a beautiful basket where he would curl up. Now, do you notice here we have an oval. Here we have circle, 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 triangles, yeah. And close his eyes. Here he is, fast asleep. It's a great big round circle right there. I think it looks almost like a loaf of bread. But here he is again, wide awake. A kitten. He'll be a nice new friend for you, Ginger, said the little girl. Do you think Ginger looks happy? No. But Ginger did not want a new friend, especially one like this. Ginger hoped the kitten would go away. Everywhere Ginger went, the kitten followed, springing out from behind doors, leaping onto Ginger's back. Even eating Ginger's food. What a naughty kitty! But what upset Ginger more than anything was that whenever he got into his beautiful basket, the kitten always climbed in too. And the little girl didn't do anything about it. She just let that kitten go where Ginger felt the most safe and comfortable. So what do you think Ginger did? So Ginger decided to leave home. He went out through the cat flap and he didn't come back. The kitten waited for a while. Then he got into Ginger's basket. Looks a little lonely in that basket without Ginger. It wasn't the same without Ginger. The kitten played with some flowers. Then he found somewhere to sharpen his claws. The little girl found him on the table, drinking some milk. "You naughty kitten," she said. "I thought you were with Ginger. Where is he anyways?" She looked in Ginger's basket, but of course he wasn't there. "Perhaps he's eating his food," she said. But Ginger wasn't there either. "I hope he's not upset," she said. "I hope he hasn't run away." How do you think the little girl feels right now? She put on her galoshes and went out into the garden, and that is where she found him. So by looking at this photo of this illustration, what are galoshes? Yes, rain boots. Yep, you can see she's carrying an umbrella and there's rain here. So yeah, good. Rain boots. A very wet, sad, cold Ginger hiding under a bush. The little girl carried Ginger and the kitten inside. "It's a pity you can't be friends," she said. She gave Ginger a special meal. She gave the kitten a little plate of his own. Quite far away from Ginger, right? Yeah. Then she tucked Ginger into his own warm basket. Look at his eyes. Looking a little warily towards the kitten, who all she could find for the kitten to sleep in was a tiny little cardboard box. But the kitten didn't mind, because cats love cardboard boxes, however small they are. Does your cat like to go into small cardboard boxes? Yeah, mine does. Mine do too. And a lot of times they don't fit in them. So when the little girl went in to see the two cats again, what do you think she's going to find? This is how she found them. Not in the cardboard, not in the basket, but both together in the cardboard box. And now Ginger and the naughty kitten get along very well. Most of the time. And here they are. Okay. So, can anyone tell me a few of the emotions that went through the characters in the story? I think sadness. Yeah? Who was sad? I think all three of the characters were sad. I think at times Ginger was sad. I think at times the little kitten was sad. And the little girl was sad as well. And now, why was the little girl sad? Yep. The little girl was sad because her cat and kitten weren't getting along. Yep. Also because she thought Ginger had run away. And she was very worried, right? Worry. What else? What other emotions were in this story? Love. Love, yeah. Where was the love found? In the beginning, it was found between Ginger and the girl, right? Yeah, absolutely. And then the kitten came. Do you think the kitten loved Ginger? Yeah. Do you think Ginger loved the kitten? No, not so much. And then at the very end, what happens? Yeah, they started getting along. Absolutely. Yeah, so maybe Ginger is starting to love the kitten. What other emotions did you see in this story? How did Ginger feel when, after living with the little girl and getting special treatments and being loved by her and only her, how do you think he felt when the little kitten came along? You think he was jealous? I think he was jealous too. And why? Do you think he thought the little girl maybe loved the kitten more than him? Yeah. And I think they said that at one point. I think they hinted at it when they said, I hear that Ginger was the most upset when the little kitten would climb into his basket, and the little girl didn't do anything about it. Yeah, I think that is where it was hinted that he thought the little girl loved the kitten more than him. And to me, when I was reading this story, it reminded me of when there would be a child who was an only child for quite a while, and then at some point they got the news that they would become bigger brother or sister, that their parents were going to have another baby. And has any one of you experienced that? Does anybody here a bigger brother or a bigger sister? They have little siblings? Yeah, so actually, I am the youngest. I have an older brother who's 4 years old. So I didn't personally experience this, but I do know how it is to have an older sibling. And did you ever experience any of the feelings that were felt by Ginger? Some of you, yeah. Yeah, it's very normal. It happens all the time. Now, how do you feel about your siblings now? Do you get along with them? Sometimes? Absolutely, sometimes. I know my brother and I, we get along now, but when we were younger, we did not get along all the time. And there were ways in which that we would become friends again after we would have a little bit of an argument. And I think in here at the very end, when it says, and now Ginger and the naughty kitten get along very well, ... And what do you think the ... means? Right there. Yeah, so it's not the end of a sentence, but it wants you, the reader, to pause a little bit. So as you read this, it goes, and now Ginger and the naughty kitten get along very well most of the time. So I think they are now just like normal siblings. Or not normal, most siblings. Where they get along most of the time, but sometimes they have their issues. And I know we can all relate to that. All right, so that's the end of the story part. So if everybody wants to get their sketch pad available, also get a pencil or a pen. Now today I'm going to be drawing in, the first part I'm going to be drawing with a pencil, and then I'm going to be doing the second part with a pen, just so everybody can see it a little bit better. Now, in the past, we've gone from drawing humans by using shapes like ovals, circles, triangles, that sort of thing. We went into drawing cartoon animals like the pig and the Cocoa Puffs, cuckoo bird, say that 5 times fast, by using the same ideas that we looked at in previous lessons. So today, for our very last one, we're going to be drawing cats like Ginger. And I know all of you have your own specific way of drawing, and I've seen many examples of it throughout the week. But today, I want to ask everybody to draw just in the style that I will be drawing just to try something new and something a little bit different for our last day. So we're gonna let's draw the front page of Ginger. So we're gonna start with Ginger's body. And Ginger's body, it's an oval, right? Yeah, so what you're gonna do first, you're gonna very lightly draw an oval on your piece of paper. Very lightly draw an oval like this. Okay, now, next part is Ginger's head. What shape is that? Yeah, it's more like a circle. So I'm going to draw this circle very lightly, like this. Now, let's look at Ginger's facial features. He has 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and these little cheeks right here. So what we're going to do, we can start with the eyes and see how they're not quite at the top, they're not quite right in the middle, and they're on one on each side of the face. So let's do that. We're going to go not quite at the top. So if this is the middle of my face, I want to put one circle on one side and one circle on the other side. Now, the ears. Triangular. Triangle. Triangle. And now I want you to look very closely. Do you see, let me see. Do you see how there's a line going down right here and right there? That shows the fold of the ear. So let's put one of those in and I'll show you how. So you're just going to start and go right down like this. And then here, now, about on that line, a little bit lower than halfway would be the nose. So I'm going to just do a triangle like this. And then the mouth. Okay, so we got the outline. Now, I want everybody to look at this picture. Do you see any heavy lines around the body and the face? Not really. How can you tell that this is a cat? Right, the color in the fur, and also see these brush strokes or pencil strokes? Yeah, they're just very light lines that indicate the cat's fur. So I'm going to take my pen to show you how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to start here and lightly draw fur onto Ginger. And this doesn't have to be neat. So there's Ginger's body. Now let's look at Ginger's head. The only lines I really see are around the eyes, the ears, and his mouth area, and his little chin. So we can fill those in. So I'm just, my pen button is not working because I'm holding it up, but there we go, started working again. Okay. And then it looks like he has hair on the sides of his face and on the top and around the ear. So let's draw that in. And then, see right here? The black dots, we have those in our eyes as well. Those are the pupils. So let's just color in some of those. And there's my Ginger. Now, what we can do as well, we can draw Ginger's basket. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to just sketch Ginger's basket. So there's Ginger in his basket. Okay, so let's all try sketching one more of Ginger. Let's try how about we try this picture of Ginger? And now I want you to notice that there are the lines for his legs that weren't there before. And also just his facial expression as well. So let's just start it on that, and I'm going to be putting it up to the camera every once in a while so we all know what we kind of look like, what we're trying to draw. So I think first we want to get started with the oval, light oval, and then I did see here, right here, like an arc that indicated the hind leg. So I'm going to draw that like this. And then here we can do the other leg that came out like this. And then, because of his facial expression, because he doesn't look very happy, his head is almost oval as well, and it's a and his ears are kind of back, so doesn't seem to be very happy. And then his eyes, let's do that the same way that we did it before, so one on either side. And then we have the nose. And the nose is going to be a triangle again. And then, but this time he's not smiling. This time he's kind of upset, so you can show the emotion like that. And then here's the tail. I did see a tail coming down like this. All right, so now that you have that, let's all sketch it in sketch the fur in using either a pen or pencil. I'm doing it in pen so I can, so it shows up a lot easier. So basically I'm just gonna start. Then the tail has fur. And this, and you can show the shape of the leg and the body by using the like that. There's a little bit of belly right here. And then here's a leg or paw. And now I'm just gonna darken these. His eyes and ears. And he has fur in his ears and around his face. And what else do cats have that I think we forgot in the other one? Did we forget it in this one? Yeah. Yeah, they have whiskers. So let's put his whiskers. And then very last, his pupils are smaller in this one because he's not happy. And there you go. So you can tell he's not feeling the same way as he did in this one. Just the way that the head is shaped and the way the ears are placed on the head and just the way the mouth is being shown. Yeah, you can tell that he has some emotion in this one. All right, so does anyone want to show the class what they drew? Oh, I can really see the emotion in that one, in your cat. Yeah. How did you find drawing the cat in this way? Definitely different than what you're used to. How did you feel? Was it difficult drawing in a different style? A little bit. Anyone else? Yeah, the shapes are there. Perfect. Good. And how did you feel about it? Did you enjoy it? Drawing in this way? Do you think you can go home, or you're already home, do you think you could sketch your cat now in this same style? Just by using shapes and little brush strokes to show the fur? Good, good. I'm excited for you to go off and do more sketching. So thank you very much, everyone, for all your participation and hard work. I had such a wonderful time reading with you. and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.